Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone had a great, blessed, and safe Thanksgiving. Didn't eat too much like I did. I still feel like I'm stuffed, but it was a nice time to visit with family and friends. And I know some of you perhaps may have been missing a loved one that was with you before, and this may be your first Thanksgiving without them. So our prayers go out to you. But I'm glad that you are all safe and here this morning to visit with Anastasia and I. Hi, Anastasia.
Hi. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Coach Della. Thank you for tuning in. Same to you. Well, this month we have been talking about finance with a twist, and so much has been going on. And when we have these real talk conversations, we try to get down to the nitty gritty. What is interesting to people? What do people want to talk about and hear about? So, during November and December, but especially November, a lot of people uh, talk about gratitude and try to do a lot of things for people and give thanks or whatever. So, we were thinking, what about testimony of gratitude? Because, like I said, during this season, that's what people are talking about. They're trying to do acts of kindness, but they're really showing what they're grateful for to give it a lot of thought. And that's excellent. However, when we really think about it, each and every day there is so much tragedy that happens around us. So it is especially, I think, important to think about and dwell on all the things that we have to be thankful for. Because if not for the grace of God, there would we be. So this morning we're going to be talking about testimony to gratitude. So if you want to put your comments in, you have something to say, jump right in. That's what we're going to be doing. Good morning, Dan and Peggy. Thank you all as well for tuning in with us. But we want to hear what you have to say as well. Uh, so please tune in. And Anastasia, do you have something you want to say before we get started?
Um, I just would like to say, even though we do not celebrate Thanksgiving per se, we should always remember that there's something that we should be thankful for, and there are people around us that we should be thankful for, and that we should be conscious and appreciative of every moment that we have with them, every moment that we have on this earth. We've got to make sure that we remember to not only be thankful in this season, but try to take this as a new year, as a reminder, a refresh, and take it with us all through the year.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and get started and let's see what Miss Stella says. We're gonna let Miss Stella start out here. Let me get this off. Okay, Miss Stella says, I am so grateful and thankful that I am not on dialysis and I am able to eat food and drink without limitation. Awesome. That is such a great testimony, and we are happy for you. We didn't know you. Well, I didn't know you as you were going through those struggles, but I have heard about them. And my mom was on dialysis, so I know the limitations that brings. So, yes, that is an awesome testimony. Thank you so much for sharing with us. All right. So as we give these testimonies of gratitude, we're going to go down the alphabet of gratitude. And I'm going to start with G. And I am grateful that God chose to mold me as a child of the King. How awesome is that? I'm only here because He decided to mold this person that was named Deborah, and he made the mold of me and he threw that mold away, and in me he put purpose, He gave me gifts and talents. He made me unique, so I don't have to try to be like Anastasia. I don't have to try to be like Peggy. I don't have to try to be like Coach Della. I can be me because he made me to be me, and he gave me what he wanted me to utilize to be the best that I can be. So that is why I am so one of the reasons why I am grateful and thankful, because God chose to make me.
Well, I am going to take the R in our grateful, and I am thankful for an ability to reflect. Um, I know that it sounds a little bit different, like, everybody has the ability to reflect, but I was not too close to my dad's mom, but I saw how it affected him when his mom was going through her stages in Alzheimer's. And for her to not remember who persons were, and different stories that they're telling her about and things like that. And my granddad now is on in years, he's 84. And so, he just has nicknames for everybody. And, there's sometimes things that we're trying to get him to remember that he doesn't remember so well. And it may sound like something that's easy or simple, but the ability to be able to reflect, to draw back on memories, to still feel the emotions of when it is that you opened a certain present at Christmas that someone gave you, or when you first attended a play with somebody or something like that. I think that it is something that we should be very thankful for, and we should make sure that we hold on to that and do not lose sight of the ability to reflect, not just the reflections or the memories themselves.
Oh, I love that. Reflections. So we can add that to our journals or think about that uh, as we meditate. But that reflection, that is awesome one. Thank you so much for that one, Anastasia. See, and Coach Stella says, yes, that is so important to understand. It is important to be whom God created you to be. Yes, most definitely. That's why a lot of people go astray, because they're trying to, God's given them all these great things, but they're trying to be someone else. So uh, just follow who He wants us to be. All right, so I'm going to the next one, which is A. And for A, I came up with I am so grateful for all of my associations. And so that includes everybody. So, of course, my family. So I am grateful for my wonderful husband. He's there, he supports me. Whatever I'm doing, I know I can depend on him to, be there for me, encourage me, push me when I need that push. My children, we have 4 children, so I am so grateful for them, because not everyone has children. Some people want children, they don't have children, so they have to reach out and embrace other people's children. But that's the course that God had for them. He wanted them to be able to go out and nurture others. And then not everyone has that nurturing spirit. But I do so much appreciate my 4 children. And then, of course, my 6 heartbeats, as I call them, my 6 grandchildren. I just love them. And we were talking about that last night. When you have those children and you think, oh my goodness, this type of love, God gave me this being to, He loaned them to me to nourish and train and raise up. But they're just so special to you. And that feeling that they give you, you would think you would never get that particular feeling again. But then when those grandchildren come, oh my goodness, it's not any less on the children, but there's that just step up with those grandkids, and you just do what you want to do and have fun, and then they go home with their parents. And I know I'm guilty. I spoil mine, but they are just such a blessing. So I am most grateful, just grateful for them. And then all of my friends. And it's amazing if, years past, I always thought, a friend had to be someone that was right there that I could see, I could touch, or whatever. But in the past 3 years, I have found that you can have friends and people that you love so much, and you have never really physically been in their presence. I met, even though I had met Carol physically before, Carol Crockett, we didn't remember for a while. I met her in 2019, but the relationship that we have formed over Zoom and StreamYard has just been so amazing. We're sisters now. And I have a new daughter, Anastasia. I finally did get to meet Anastasia, but for 2 years, I had never seen her. But through uh, this technology we have, I got to get close friends that I was not physically in their presence. Like, I can think of so many: Anita, um, Coach Della. I just knew Coach Della. I couldn't wait to meet her. I said, I can just tell she is just a ball of fun, and she is. So I got an opportunity to meet her this October. But I am just blessed with friends that I've had for 50, 60 years, new friends that I've just met. So I am blessed in the friendship category, and I love each and every one of you. So if I didn't call your names, forgive me, because I could not, there's no way I could call all of your names, but I am blessed to have friends, colleagues, and then acquaintances, people that, step in and out of my life. And I think about the coaches that I've had. My mentor, my first mentor, Nadine, it was Coleman then, Nadine, oh, she's going to kill me. Well, I can't think of her last name now. Nadine Speller. And she was my first mentor. It's my oldest son's grandmother, godmother. Whew, my goodness. So we have been friends forever. I have another friend, Christopher's godmom. We've probably been friends for 50 years. I met Peggy at church. Uh, then I had two coaches. My first one was Coach Barbara Williamson. I met her through work. And then from there, we began to be friends. We stay in touch. And then, of course, Coach Ricardo Miller. So it's just been a blessing. And I'm so very grateful for every association that I have.
Deborah,
Let's see what Coach Stella
I,
says. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Coach
oh,
Stella.
I watched you light up as you talked about the people around you and your associations and the people that mean so much to you. And I'm so thankful to be one of those people. But listen to me, when you started talking about your six heartbeats, that is that is when your face truly lit up, and that was a different type of smile, a different type of expression. I am thankful for my kids and my associations also, but I'm also thankful that I prayerfully will not have that glow for quite a number of years to come. I am prayerful. I am hopeful. We've had those talks, and so hopefully I will not be able to share that glow with you for a lot of years to come. I'm not ready. I'm definitely not ready. But my T in our word of gratitude, the first T is be able to take time for yourself. So our first T is time. That is the time to take care of yourself, time to be able to assist the people around you, the time to rest, the time to study, time to just be with family and just not do anything. There are persons who saw the 23rd, 24th, 25th come up on their calendar, and while everyone else was making plans of trips of where they're going to go to visit someone else and things like that, they're still stuck at work. They're still off island because they're, well, I say island, but they are still traveled to another destination because that's where they're after work. And so they're stuck there. And so they're surrounded by strangers and in somebody's cafe somewhere, trying to get a little bit of a Thanksgiving meal that's overpriced that doesn't taste like their mom made it. And so just the time that we're able to spend with other people, the time that we're able to take out for ourselves. Because as you mentioned earlier, Miss Deborah, there are persons who have lost someone earlier in this year or later into last year. It may be their first Thanksgiving without. And so take that time to do the R. You can reflect and remember them and, hold on to the emotions, the positive emotions that they brought to you. And if it is that you need time to heal still, because, whether it's the first Thanksgiving, the third, the seventh, sometimes there are people that are that significant to you that you would still need to stop a second and take time to regroup, gather yourself, and, pull yourself together a little bit before you present yourself to the person, to the family, and the rest of your activities and things like that. So we should always make sure that we are conscious and aware of our time, the time that we need for ourselves, the time that we give to other people, and what it is that we're doing with that time.
Awesome. I love it. Yes, and it's so important. God gives us these bodies and we'll just run them down into the ground, but we have to take that time to, rest and reflect. And sometimes if we don't do it, he'll, break it down for us. You get hit with something that's like you have to sit down or lay down to get that rest. But I like that. Uh, okay, so I'm going to do I. And what I got out of I and that I'm most grateful for is improvement. That I don't have to, stay stagnant. That I can improve on whatever it is that I'm doing. I can learn new things. I can, pick up, a lot of times people will give us new information. They'll give us things that can help us. And we always taking all these notes. But if we don't look at those notes, reflect on those notes, take what people have given us and use that information, it's just like we didn't even hear it. So we do have that opportunity to improve ourselves. And I always like to say that I'm going to be a lifelong learner. So I'm always trying to learn something new, trying to take those gifts and talents that God has given me and make sure that they're always up to date so that I can use them to make him proud, do those things that he would have me to do, and to also use them to help others because, he didn't give us the gifts to be selfish, but he wants us to use them in our daily lives to do things that are pleasing unto him. But he also wants us to help others. There is always someone that we can help. Sometimes people may have tons of money, may have the best job, and you would think, oh, they're just so happy. I know they are, but you never know what's going on behind closed doors. So there's always a word of kindness or an act of kindness or something that you can do for everybody because we don't know people's what's on the other side of people because people are not going to let you see everything. So uh just stay on top of everything and help others, I believe. I lost Anastasia and I'm just talking. Okay, hopefully she will be right back. So I will put up what Coach Della said earlier, and that is I am grateful for all the individuals that I have connected with in 2022. I'm grateful for my girls and my grandchildren also. Yes, it's such a blessing. Let's see, Miss Anastasia is back. There she is.
Hi.
I said I was just talking and I didn't even realize you were gone. I looked at to say, okay, it's on you. And I say, oh, she's gone.
No. I did hear some of you. I did hear some of you. And Coach Della, I have not had the opportunity to meet you yet. But like Miss Deborah said, you can see even before meeting that you are just a ball of energy, that you are just so much fun and such a pleasant person, as she is also. Like the energy level that you guys express on a regular basis that seems to come so easily. Man, listen, y'all need to learn how to bottle it. Y'all need to, that whole 5 hour energy thing, it's not enough. It doesn't work in the same way. But Miss Everett, are you ready for my tea?
Yes.
The second tea? Okay. So my second tea is to teach. We need to remember that, the lessons and the love and everything that we have learned and experienced from those that have come and gone before us, the feeling that we've gotten from it, the lessons that we've learned, we should try our best to make sure that those behind us are able to experience a lot of those things. Because we have such a fast moving world and everything is at such a quick pace, and there are so many traditions and things that are lost and forgotten. The generations behind us are growing up different. And so we cannot expect that they're going to value the same things that we do and, you know, um, be able to appreciate things in the way that we do if it is that they don't get to experience it. And so, like I said, we don't do the typical Thanksgiving thing here in the Bahamas, but we still, celebrate being thankful and things like that. And so, what we would usually do, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. What we would usually do is still do the food because we love to eat. It's 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 really just the food thing, and we would put a twist on it. And so, in the way that you guys would do the turkey and the stuffing and the ham and all of the other fixings, typically here we would do the ham and the turkey, but like the other stuff would be a bit more behaved. And so the stuffing would have like crawfish in it, or, it'll be like a crab stuffing, or um, the peas and rice will have conch in it. It'll be conch and rice, or like we're gonna switch it up and change it up a little bit. And even in those times when we're coming together and cooking those big meals and trying to get all of your family to come over and things like that, another option to that is to, let somebody else do the cooking and let's go and hang out someplace else. But the feeling and the camaraderie and the fellowship that comes from having a bunch of cousins in the kitchen at grandma's house, that's an experience that not everybody is able to appreciate because they haven't experienced it. And the guys sitting around at the table outside playing dominoes as they wait for the food to cook. You know, it's not something that everyone is able to appreciate because they haven't experienced it. And so we've got to try to continue to create these type of environments so that we can teach these lessons to the younger generations coming up and help them to be able to appreciate all of the things that we hold dear and that we've come to love so much. And we've better.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a call come. I'm like, oh, what's going on in your morning? But you know, the the younger generations won't have the feelings attached to the things that we appreciate and we hold dear because they haven't been able to experience them in the same way. And so we've got to just make sure that we're teaching them and telling them about it and why we do things. And we also need to listen. You know, there may be some things that they can alter and change and adjust and improve on, but we can't expect them to have the same feelings and response to it if we haven't taught them about it and also why we do.
Awesome. Good. That's those dishes that you were talking about. Hey, sounds good. I love it. All right, we want to hear what Coach Della says. She had some. She said her three T's that come. The three T's that come to me is time, treasure, and talent. Each one God has given to us to serve Him and carry out His will. For everything is all about kingdom building. Love it. Thank you, Coach Della. Okay, and I know everybody else out there, I know y'all have some things to be grateful for too. You may not have been here when we started out, but we want to hear from you as well. So if you have some things that gratitude that you want to share with us this morning, we are happy to hear what you have. And good morning, Jocelyn. Thank you for tuning in. All right. So I am on the U. And when I think about gratitude and the letter U, I think of my unprecedented joy. I just get so much joy from it's just so many things around me that I have to be thankful and grateful for. So, I can't help but be joyful. In the morning when I get up, I'm joyful. I have a roof over my head. My spouse is safe. I hadn't got any phone calls during the night that anything was wrong. I can see the sunshine or the darkness from outside. All is well. So, it's just a blessing to, have that joy. I can get up and go walk around on my own. It's just amazing. I can see, I can hear. And, a lot of times, I think it's great that we stop sometime to say what we're grateful for because, we are just so used to being blessed that we take a lot of this for granted. But, not everybody can see, not everybody can walk around, not everybody can hear. So it's just amazing and joyful, to have all these things. So I have joy in the morning. I go through my day. I'm able to, do my work or whatever I want to do, go places, do things, call people, visit across, other countries via Zoom or whatever. So in the evening, I've had a blessed day. I'm still joyful. So I have joy in my heart. I love people. They love me. I have so many people that are so kind to me. So I just love, 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 love all this joy.
The joy that you are describing is definitely seen through in your day-to-day interaction. Like I said, you and Coach Della. I don't I don't know if it's um trickling in from Coach Ricardo also, but you know, the joy that you're speaking of, the joy that you are giving off as an example is definitely able to be seen through your daily walk and your daily experiences and interaction with other people. Because I know that you've definitely been that, definitely been that way in my life. But my D is donate. And I know it's not, but for me, in the Thanksgiving time, we're usually thinking about what it is that we've received and what we've done and the big meal and everything like that. But we can also use this time to donate. And that's not just donating your funds or things like that, which is a good thing to do at this time. Start off your giving season by giving something to someone. But it doesn't have to be something physical. It can be a donation of your time. It doesn't have to be something that's on a large scale. It could be that one coworker that you know who lost someone recently and they've been a little bit distant from the rest of their family and they've been having a little bit of a hard time coping with the person that they've lost or the job that they've lost. They used to be your coworker. It could be that you have a friend that changed schools. And so they're adjusting to that new environment and they're having a little bit of a hard time with it. And so to bring them back to the old feeling of, friendship and things like that, you and a few of your friends may just plan an outing, you know?
Mhm.
There are a lot of different ways that you can donate. You can donate your used clothing. It's beginning to get a lot cooler now. It's beginning to get cold. And it's not to the point of, you know, the big down feather jacket or anything like that. But, you still need a sweater, you still need a hat, you still need gloves. Those type of things are always good to give. Apparently, you can help me out with this, Miss Deborah. I believe that socks and t-shirts are the number one and two things to donate to person.
Yes.
It's socks, definitely.
Yes,
But
definitely. You need those.
how many people run through socks, can't find socks, having difficulty with keeping clean socks, things like that. Super sweaty feet. It is a real thing.
Right.
So you can see somebody on the street and just give them a pair of socks, give them a 3-pack or a 6-pack of socks. And I'm sure that they would be so thankful for it. They would be so grateful. So my D for gratitude would be for us to donate. Donate our time, donate our efforts. We can donate funds, but and it doesn't have to be on a large scale, but just don't forget the people around you that are not immediately close to you, that are not per se a part of your family. We are all our brother's keeper. So let's make sure that we're keeping safe and happy in this time.
Awesome. That's good. And that's a good idea of donating to people. Um, I know here we have a lot of homeless people, and then when it gets cold, so they need the socks and the t-shirts and gloves, and so blankets. And so that's a great thing that, because you're grateful that you can think to donate to others to give them some of the comforts that and everyday things that they need. So I love that. All right. Good morning, Anita. Thank you for tuning in. And Anita says that she is thankful for the time to spend with family and friends. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. All right. And we're going to end it up now with the last letter, which is E. And we're both going to do that one. And for E, for me, what I said I'm grateful for is for everlasting love. So we know first and foremost that God loved us so much that he gave his only son to die for our sins. So, just from that, that is so much to be grateful for. and then he chose to create me. That's everlasting love. He chose my parents. He put me in a mold to make me here, but then he chose parents over here for me. So that was just everlasting love for me. But of all the people, we're often reminded that people come in our lives for seasons, for reasons sometimes, and then there are others that stay forever. Like I told you, I've had friends for 50, 60 years, but it doesn't matter. Sometimes paths change, you may move away from each other, but just because you don't contact them on a regular basis, you can still love them from afar. You can still pray for them from afar. But usually, when I meet someone, I am a nurturer anyway. So, I get real, real close and tied up with that person. So, it's just someone that I just really love. There's nothing I wouldn't do for them. So I enjoy and I'm thankful that I do have the opportunity to love others and be there for them if they need me. So it's just, to me, it's amazing. The everlasting love.
Miss Deborah, my E for gratitude that I am thankful for um, would be each and every day, each opportunity. We at sometimes can take for granted just the simple activity of waking up, you know,
All
just the
right.
simple ability to face a new day and to start something new and continue on with what we were already doing.
Open the
And
garage.
so for each and every
Open the
opportunity that
garage.
has been given to me by the new day and the sunrise and the sunset, that is what I am thankful for. And I would like to extend the opportunity for everyone that is listening, for everyone that is streaming, to make sure that you pop into the comment section and that you could jot down what it is that you are thankful for. If you want to share a story on something that happened to you as a reminder of why you should be thankful, or if you want to share this with a friend of yours who you know that may need a word of encouragement or may need a reminder about being thankful, or anything of that nature, if anything that was said in this streaming touched you, blessed you, encouraged you, reminded you of the reason for the season, then share it with somebody.
Okay, you done. All right.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, I'm done.
so thank you all so much. Let's see. Della has something here. So Della says, I am grateful that God has given us eternal life. All you have to do is just believe in Jesus, the one who gave his life for us. Amen. Awesome stuff. Yes. And so that was our testimony for gratitude this morning. So everyone that wanted to share, I hope you felt like you had an opportunity to share what you are grateful for. But we were so glad that you took the time to be with us this morning, because I know a lot of people are out shopping, online shopping, and uh, have the opportunity to rest in or sleep in this morning. So we appreciate you being here with us. Please make sure that you share. And I did find out yesterday that a lot of times I don't acknowledge people that are tuned in, and that's because I don't see it. So you may be, what is it? You may have liked my regular Facebook page, Deborah D. Smith, But in order for me to see your comments and interact with you, I need for you to make sure that when you're on Build Your Best Life page, that you like that page as well. So that way I will see your name and your comments and I'll be able to interact because I want to interact with everyone. So I did just find it out yesterday. So make sure that you do like my Build Your Best Life page. And so, Anastasia, you want to go ahead and tell everybody what it is that you do and how they can connect with you?
Well, my focus has been in career building, career mentorship for you, and career path development. You can find me at Be Becoming on Instagram and Facebook. You can reach out to me there and see what's happening with the platform. And, if it's anything that you need assistance with, let me know.
All right, thank you. And I missed one of our comments. It's from Anita. She says, donate to a charity or drop a few dollars in the Red Salvation Army bucket. Volunteer to ring the bell and collect funds for a charity. That's another great way that we can show our gratitude and give back to others. So assist with the Salvation Army because they're always looking for people to assist in ringing the bell and collecting those donations. So thank you all so much. And good morning, Agnes. Thank you for tuning in as well. So we are super excited. And please join us on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will have Build Your Best Life Talk with Beth McCoy. And we're going to hear her testimony and her story on Tuesday. And I cannot wait for that. As well, on second Saturdays, we have a conversation with the guys, and that's always awesome topic. So put that on your calendars. Make sure you notify your sons, your grandsons. Those men have wonderful conversations. And guess what? It's time for Chucks for Pearls and Earls this month. So on third Saturday, we will be back. And that's Anastasia, Anita, Carol, and myself. So put that on your calendar as well. We will be here this month. So again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure that you visit my website, www.buildyourbestlife.org. Go out there. Look at my calendar of events. Read my blog. The blog comes out each Monday. You can see my calendar, the services that I offer, which is speaking, webinar speaking, consultations, coaching, and you can order a copy of my book, Build Your Best Life. You can get your autographed copy. And if you like Audible books, not Audible books, Kindle books. And I guess you say, what is wrong with her? I hear one of my heartbeats in the background. Just got here, so I got all excited. But if you like the Kindle version, you can get it from Amazon.com. But yes, make sure that you reach out www.buildyourbestlife.org. And if you have not liked my Build Your Best Life page, make sure you like it and also subscribe to my YouTube Build Your Best Life page. So we thank you again so much for tuning in. Any last words, anything you thought about, Anastasia?
I would just like to thank everybody that was able to celebrate the Thanksgiving here with us in the Bahamas. It's greatly appreciated. The time to be able to come together is always great. I wish we had it as a holiday the way that you guys do, but I guess they're working on it. We could always use more holidays. And I want to encourage everybody to just be safe in this Christmas season. Make sure that you are mindful of your surroundings. Make sure that you are mindful of where you're going and the times that you're going there. Safe here.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. So everyone, you remember as you travel on your road to being a better you, there will be distractions, rough terrain, pitfalls, and detours. But don't let any of those negative aspects of your journey stop you. Though they may slow you down, keep going to be a better you so that you can build your best life. And remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan, it's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. Looking forward to seeing you on Tuesday. And everybody that's out there traveling, if you traveled anywhere for the holidays, be safe going back home. Love you. Bye bye.